Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oregon's offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll try the run. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Works the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Running into the open space. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Just under under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Davison. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Smith wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
For the touchdown on third and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
To the ground to try to move the chain. The Ducks get enough for the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. This will likely be the last play of the half. On the ground, it's fourth. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Smith dropping to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking for space. It's full. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition and their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Wants to fire on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Smith wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Illinois trying to move the chains on third and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. And the Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's It's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts. They'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth-down stop. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the red area, it's Ford. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the back. Has the sticks, and he may get more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. On the run, it's good. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run the toss. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's got the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The inside handoff. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy raucous crowd. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Finds his big tight end. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Trying to convert, Illinois comes to the line. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, after that incompletion, the bad news for this offense, you don't have a lot of points. The good news is you're tied, and you still have a chance to win this game. You've got to string some completions together, use the clock, be mindful.
Into the secondary on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Smith dropping to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. It's a running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
That is such good pass defense at the most important point of the game. In this 2-minute situation, what a great job breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Going to try to get it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This almost certainly to win the game. And it's right down the boulevard. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into?